To WordPress, this is what you're going to be seeing. If you remember, you go to yourdomainname.com / wherever you installed it /wp-admin, and that log in with your ID and password. It'll bring you here. Now what we're going to do now is I'm going to talk you through a little bit about how to configure WordPress and set it up so it's really useful for you. There's a lot of things that are installed by default that really you don't want. They're odds and ends, like the comment and posts. So here I can see there's two posts. There's one there that I did as a test that's unpublished, and then there's a default one. So first thing we do, you can click up here, select them all. There you are. Oh dear. Select them all. Let's delete them all. Don't want any of those posts. Don't really want a hello world post on my my website, do I? Don't worry about having deleted all those. Your website's now blank, but you're going to write your first posts in a minute. Let's click on pages. So you've got an about page here. The about page probably doesn't tell you too much. Let's click on it and edit it. It is something you want to edit. It's a good chance to put a little bit about you. So there you are. You can see this is the editor. And you can see you can do things like add links, you can look at the HTML, you can add movies, images, sounds, and all sorts of other media to it fairly easily. So you put page all about me and my blog. So that's basically what this page is. A lot of templates refer to this page, so it is worth including it and writing it. It's certainly not a waste of time. But make sure you put some links in there using anchor text. So make sure you put in some powerful links, and because that will just help you with your search engine rankings. And people do click on the about. Ideally, put a picture of you. Put a little picture of you or whoever up there, just so people can see who they're talking to. Click on save. Of course you can remove it if you want to, it's entirely up to you, but as I said, a lot of people like the about page and a lot of blogs reference it. So that page is updated now. Let's have a look in links. This I know is full of things that you want to delete. Here you are. There's lots of links here to other sites. Now there's two in particular that you'll be interested in, but you can access them elsewhere. This one here for the themes, and this one here for the plugins. But we're going to talk about those in a bit. We're not going to talk about them now. So let's delete all of those because, frankly, we don't want them. We only want links to our sites and sites that we're going to earn money from or want as part of our business. Categories is the next one. There you are, let's have a look. You can see here, if I scroll down, there's no categories apart from uncategorized. So first thing is let's rename that. Now the idea is categories need to be keywords. They need to be related to your website. So as this is about list building, let's put a category name of list building info. Let's change that as well. The slug is just, as it says here, it's just something that appears in the address bar. So I tend to do it all lowercase, no spaces and no other funny letters. So no parent. Let's put description. All about how to build a list and profit from it. There you are. So again, how to build a list, that's one of my keywords. So we've gotten that in there. See, as I said, it's not prominent by default. Some themes may show it. It's worth putting a description in because if you choose a theme that shows it, it's obviously going to help your SEO and help people understand. So edit category, and that'll be that category changed. There you are. See, so instead of uncategorized, what will happen now is all posts unless they're otherwise categorized, will go into list building info. Now, if I scroll down, we want to add some more categories to here. So I'm just going to, you just type in the name, a slug. You can have a hierarchy of categories if you want to, particularly if it's going to be a large a large website with a lot of information, it's maybe worth having parents, general categories like you may have music. Under music, you may have jazz, and under that, you may have other categories. It's not necessary by any stretch of the imagination, but if you are going to be creating a larger site, then you may want to consider this as something to do, just to make it easier, not only for you to organise the information, but easier for people to find information. So let me just add a couple of categories, and I'll be back in one moment. Okay, so now we can see I've added another couple of categories there. You can see here you can't delete the first one. That's because it's the generic one that all posts go into. But I could delete these. You see, I've generated two other that are related to list building. Most of my posts will go in here, but there will be other posts in here, and I may add other categories as I go along. I'll just say at the beginning, just think of a few categories that you know you're going to post in and put them on there. You can always add more ones later on. Let's have a look at tags. You can see here that there's only one tag. That's a tag called test post that I put in earlier, so I'll delete that. Tags are sort of a Web 2.0 thing that people use for interrelating information. So if you've got lots of posts, you'll put the tags in. So I'm going to show you how to do that in a little while. But what you will do, what people can do, is they'll come to your website, they'll see the tags, and they'll say, well, I'm interested in the subject of, I don't know, relationship building with my list. So they'll click on that tag, and then they'll see all the posts relating to that tag. So it's another way of just sorting out information to make it easier for people to find them. Link categories, let's look at those. So again, there's a blog roll category, which is a default. You can change that. Let's change it to something called related sites. Now you want to make sure it's something that is that doesn't sort of say advertising partners or something like that. Something that sort of will make people go, oh, I've got to click on that for some more information. Because what you will do is in links here, you're going to add new links to your websites, to affiliate programs and stuff like that, and these can be displayed. You won't put a massive amount in, but you put a few in. And if you've got different web hosts, it'll help you, or even if you haven't, it will help you with your SEO because you can link to your own sites. And you can add as many categories as you want to these. So we'll look at the media library. Now see, there's nothing in here on the media library at the moment. We're not going to worry about that one just now. Import. Okay, so there you are. This is quite useful. If you've got anything in another system, you can import your posts from it. So if you've had a blog, for example, you've had it for a while, and you thought, right, I'm going to branch out on my own, I'm going to install WordPress and set it all up, you can click on this and it will take you through it. You could even, down here, take them in from WordPress.com. So there's lots and lots of different things you can do here to import your post from a previous blog so you haven't lost the information. So that's worth thinking about if it's something that you have got. And let's look at export finally. And there you are. You can export all of your posts, so you can import it or use it somewhere else. Or I suppose even as a backup, though I'm going to show you how to back up your WordPress blog in a little while. But this is the first part of configuring your WordPress blog. There's a lot more. Under here we're going to talk about themes and widgets. Over here under plugins, we're going to be talking about plugins. There's a lot more customization to do. Once you get proficient, you can set up a WordPress blog and have it look dead good in maybe an hour to 2 hours. And that's most of that time will be spent searching for a decent theme. So it can be very, very quick once you know what you're doing, because it's just click, click, click. So that's the first part you need to do. So go into your WordPress blog, delete the current posts, delete the comments attached to them, update your page, your about page, delete all the links, add some of your own, rename the default category, add some more categories, rename the default link category, and if you want, add some more categories. But that's it for this video. In the next one, we're going to talk more about how you can customize and install your WordPress blog.